Let's meet your Las Vegas starting. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 24, Corey Howard. Man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 27, Everett. At the point guard position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 8, Thomas. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 42, Timothy. At the other guard position, at 6'6" number 76.
Well, it's still early in the season. Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Anderson is out there with G. Then it's the kid. Then there's Baller. And it's Jackson Davis in at the point. Noah's shot is off. Here's Baller. Inside. Myers takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Number 2.
G's got the first points of the night for Chicago. Pass to Q. Back to Thomas. Here's Everett and the powerful one-handed slam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here's the kid. Here's Baller. 6 to shoot. Pass to G. And the professor pulls it down. And here's Las Vegas. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Noah against Anderson. And he takes it home.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Now here's Anderson. Here's the kid. Count that bucket.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. It really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Here's Noah after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Thomas feeling it out a bit. The professor passes to Q. Puts it up. Again, Las Vegas scores.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Pass to G. Here's the kid. Anderson outside. Here's the kid. Last game we saw him score 14. Here's Baller. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's the kid. Pass to G. Here's the kid. Here's Baller. No good with the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And here is Noah. Outside Thomas. Launches a three. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Las Vegas leading by 4. Q passes to Noah. Pass to Q. Outside Thomas. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. A three-pointer off the mark. Chicago trails by 4. Here's Baller. Traps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Las Vegas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Q. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Fires from deep. And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got 5.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Pass to the kid. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Noah with the bounce pass. Here's Q. Shot from 16. G with the rebound. Now Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Baller passes to Myers. Here's Baller. He's guarded by Thomas. Three-pointer. The kid can't hit. Las Vegas, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Palmer. Now here's Noah. Here's Q. Elbow shot. And the shot goes in. Q's got his second bucket of the night. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Going with an almost entirely new grouping. The Cobra, he's checked in for G. Easy Breezy comes in for Anderson. Money's checked in for the kid. And DJ's subbed in for Black Hole. Chicago trails by 4. DJ passes to the Cobra. Here's Money. Here's Baller. And again, Chicago. No good.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Lays it up off the glass.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Pass to DJ. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Here is Skinny. At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year.
Both teams really good at passing the basketball. You look at the numbers from a season ago, very unselfish.
Chicago trails by 3. DJ with it. Pass to the Cobra. To the middle. Here's Baller. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Cobra. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Here's Baller. His last outing, 16 points for him. This one for 3. That one doesn't go.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Q. Here's B. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Money passes to DJ. It's stolen. Here's Q. Nailed from three-point land. Q's got 7 points in the game. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Detroit. DJ way outside. And again, Chicago. No good. Las Vegas leading by 8. Here is Skinny. Still yet to score. B hits the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now, here's DJ. Pass to the Cobra. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Las Vegas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Spins. Skinny. No good off the spin. Chicago trails by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's DJ missing. And here's Las Vegas. Hooked away. Here's Baller. Launches from deep. And that one is off. And so it's Las Vegas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So for Chicago right now, get out there with Anderson. Then it's Black Hole. Then it's the Cobra. And it's DJ in at the 2. Here's the Kid. Off target with his 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside Thomas. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago trails by 8. The Cobra passes to Black Hole. Now Anderson, covered by Noah. To the inside, the Kid, and he slams it one-handed.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Anderson. Down low. Here's the Kid. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here is Skinny. No scoring in this one. Here's B. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And Las Vegas leads by 6. Black Hole passes to the Cobra. To the left side wing. They set the pick to the paint. And DJ throws brings it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's the Cobra. Over to the left wing. Pocket 6. Here's DJ. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here is Skinny. Back to Noah. Palmer passes to Noah. Three-pointer on the way. Chicago grabs the miss.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, they really got held down in that one. If you can't get points on the board, then you're pretty much beat no matter what.
Here's the kid. Noah with the block. Here is Skinny, defended by Anderson. Pass to Palmer. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Las Vegas on Saturday.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
The professor's checked in for Las Vegas. And Chicago also making a switch. She's checked in. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to DJ. The tray. Sinks the three-pointer. DJ's got 8 points. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time. How long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quick.
Chicago with the ball after the basket by Las Vegas. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Palmer. Las Vegas leading by 6. Pass to Skinny. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good on the triple. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's DJ. No good on the triple.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck with deep here. It's just not his night.
Outside Thomas. puts up a deep three. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Chicago trails by 9. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Back to you.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Pass to DJ. Here's the kid. DJ passes to Anderson. And here is DJ. Shot clock at 5. Now Jackson Davis. Doesn't go for him. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Thomas got the lead up to 11 now for Las Vegas. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Chicago making some changes. Easy Breezy's checked in for Anderson. Baller comes in for the kid. And Money subbed in for Blackhole. Pass to Easy Breezy. Here's Baller. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Myers and G with the stuff.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Las Vegas leading by 9. Inside. Skinny the pass to Q. Pass to Skinny. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Skinny's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Noah's checked in. Here's the professor. 20 points for him last game again. Hughes' shot is off. Here's Easy Breezy. Pass to DJ. Myers passes the ball. Unloads. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. The professor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Q. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Q's got 9.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Bowler. 1:52 left in the first half. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
He's checked in for Big Red. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Baller, covered by Noah. Baller misses.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. Skinny the pass to the professor. And here is DJ. He's got 8. Pass to Bowler. They set the screen. Here's G. Oh, that's blocked.
And a big
on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's B, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the basket by Money.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Las Vegas leading by 13. Pass to Noah. To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Cobra is checked in for Chicago.
Into the lineup for Chicago. Number 32.
Chicago trails by 13. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. DJ with it. 8 points his last outing. Pass to Money. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. DJ passes to Ball. From deep three-point land. And no good that time. And so it's Las Vegas. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break.
Thanks for tuning. Kenny, back in your playing days, how far ahead would you look on the schedule?
Unless we were in the playoff race,
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for Vegas.
they're really hitting the ball, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Goose.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Hugh out there with Thomas. Then there's the professor. Then it's the kid, and it's Palmer in at the 3 slot. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Anderson outside, to the wing on the left. Here's Jackson Davis. No good that time. Excellent D from Thomas. Las Vegas leading by 13. Pass to Q. Here's Palmer. Here's Q. He's covered by Anderson. Q's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 10. Thomas a screen. Here's Palmer. Back to Thomas. Puts up a deep 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue.
Jackson Davis with the bounce pass. And it's Anderson atop the key. Thomas. Thomas got 4 rebounds in this game. Got a piece of it. And points in the game so far. Lets it go from 11. Las Vegas again missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well.
Here's G. They set the pick. Down low. And G with the stop.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing.
Here's Q. It's Thomas on the wing. Jackson Davis defending. Thomas passes to Palmer. Here's Q. Las Vegas again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Baller passes to Myers. Over Everett. G, no good.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Here's Baller. Lets it go with a 3. And the Professor pulls it down. The Professor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Palmer. Defended by Anderson. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. To Anderson. To the inside. One-on-one fast break. A nice shot by Q. Q's got 11 points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
The Cobra is checked in for G. Jackson Davis. Still scoreless. Now here's Noah. Pass to Thomas. Here's Q. 11 points in the game. Back to Thomas. 5 on the clock. Now here's Noah. Trying his luck from deep. The shot, no good.
Yeah, that's a head-scratcher there. I don't know how he could think that's a good shot. That's not who they want out there jacking up threes.
Las Vegas leading by 13. Q passes to Thomas. Pass to Q. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. He's got 13.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall. Pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Here's Baller. Out to the wing. Jackson Davis with it. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson Davis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
So for Las Vegas, he's checked in for the Professor. And it's Skinny in for Thomas. Chicago also making some changes. Easy Breezy's checked in for Anderson. Money comes in for Baller. And DJ's subbed in for Black Hole. Las Vegas leading by 12. Here is Skinny. Pass to Palmer. And here is Noah. Pocket 6. Palmer passes to Q. Las Vegas again missing. Chicago trails by 12. Here's Money. Now here's DJ. Here's Money. Pass to DJ. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
This is the definition of forceman. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it. He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Easy breezy. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Skinny. Here's Palmer. Here's B. 8 points for him. That one falls.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Here's Jackson Davis. The Cobra passes to the kid. Down low. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Skinny, and he converts the layup. Skinny's got his second basket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Blackhole passes to the Cobra. Here's the kid. Pass to Jackson Davis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The kid passes to DJ. Now Las Vegas moving it up. Pushing it up. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Charity stripe shot. The kid gets the bucket. The kid's got 14.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Pass to B. Here's Q. And he drives in. Here's Skinny. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Cobra passes to the kid. To the middle. And good that time. 16 points for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Here is Skinny. He has 5. Here's Q. To the paint. Here's B. Makes it off the glass. B's got 7 now in this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The Cobra passes to the kid. Inside. It's good.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Skinny. Here's B. Back to Noah. Here is Skinny. Jackson Davis defending. Noah's shot is off. Launches it. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Las Vegas, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for Chicago right now, G is out there with Anderson. And it's DJ. Then there's Baller. And it's Jackson Davis in at the point guard position.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Anderson. Drills the three-pointer. Anderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
To the inside, Evans, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Baller. Back to Jackson Davis. There's the three. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. He's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Everett, and that one is hammered home.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Las Vegas. Everett. One shot.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Anderson outside. Down low, here's Myers. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, easy call. How about paddling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
For the away team, Myers. One shot.
And that one misses. Las Vegas leading by 17. It's Thomas outside. G with the rebound. G's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
To the middle. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's the professor, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Chicago trails by 15. Pass to DJ. Here's Jackson Davis. Thomas covering. And Thomas with the block. Here is Skinny. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Jackson Davis with it. Thomas covering. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Jackson Davis. Over Thomas. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. The professor's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Skinny the pass to Q. Outside Thomas. Against the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to DJ. Back to Jackson Davis. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Myers. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. G's got 6 points in the quarter.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will to second chance points.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. So for Las Vegas, the kid comes in for B. And it's the kid in for Skinny. And Chicago also making a switch. The kid, he's checked in for DJ. Chicago on defense, trailing by 17. Here's Q. Pass to the professor. 6 to shoot. Thomas inside. Jackson Davis defending. Chicago trails by 17. The kid passes to Myers. And here is Thomas. To the paint. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Jackson Davis. Excellent D from Thomas.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Pass to Q. Floats one. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's G. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
At the line for one.
One shot.
That free throw good from G. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Q, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And Las Vegas leads by 20.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's the kid. Puts up a 3. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And man, is he in his zone right now. Seems like he can't miss. While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Down low. Here's Myers. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's the kid. Myers, the tip in on the offensive rebound. G's got 19 points.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Noah in the post, working on Anderson.
Anderson. First personal foul, 2nd team foul. At the line for Las Vegas, Noah. Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Now Jackson Davis. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Q.
And his stat line reads a little like a point guard with all those assists. Such unselfish play, and he's been a great teammate here tonight. He understands he doesn't have to go it alone. He's got 4 of the guys out there to help him.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Here's the kid. Jackson Davis with it. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
Here's Q. Here's Thomas. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Jumper is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Q. Here's Palmer. Outside Thomas. The shot is off. Chicago trails by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Las Vegas.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Q.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Here's Baller after the basket by Las Vegas. Does not go. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thomas. And Thomas with the stuff.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now here's Noah. Pass to Q. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Noah, the pass to the professor. Here's Palmer. Here's Q. And it's off from three-point range. Now Jackson Davis. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Q.